So we are here functioning, that is learning about the function of neurons, and it is a fascinating thing to know that neurons are the functional, structural and functional unit of our nervous system. That's such a crazy thing because look at these ships. They are that big. I mean, they are really, really small when we talk about their sizes, but they are really efficient, and their efficiency comes with the help of two things. Now, first, let's talk about neurons. The general here structure is you have three main parts of a neuron. First is the dendrite. Now, second is the cell body, and third is the axon. Now, these are the three things present on all of the neurons. Now, there are some sub in, intersected things inside a neuron, and these are, first of all, inside the cell body there are nasal granules. These are dotted thing which are made from rough reticulum and ribosome. Rough endoplasmic reticulum and what is ribosome? It is made from that nasal granule. Now that body thing is done. Cell body, it has a nucleus, it has a cell body, and it has nasal granules inside of it. Nasal granules are also in the branching of the cell body, and that's all. Now, the branching of the cell body begins and continues in the opposite direction as well. That is known as axon. And axon may or may not have a sheet of Schwann cells present on it. I mean, Schwann cells are cells which secrete myelin upon the axon. So Schwann cells do this function, and they do this, and that thing is known as myelinated sheet. So Schwann cells produce myelins sheet, which is known as myelinated sheet, and the distance, the gap between two simultaneous Schwann cells is known as nodes of Renwier. That's the thing. So lots of structural information here, and after that these type of myelinated sheets are present in our cerebral cortex. So you should know. And after that, what we are talking? We are talking here that downside to the axon terminal. Now axon terminal has a synaptic knob. What is a synaptic knob? Synaptic knob is a bulb-like structure at the end of the axon, at the axon terminal. Inside of the synaptic knob, you will find synaptic vesicle, and the synaptic vesicles contain neurotransmitters. That is, there are type of chemical present inside the synaptic knobs for the transmission of impulses. That's the thing. So these are all inside our neurons, and that thing is really, really small. So that's the thing. Now, whenever two neurons are placed one after another, and an impulse is sent, then that impulse should carry from one part to another, from one neuron to another, right? That thing occurs. But there are some type of gap present between two neurons, that is known as synaptic cleft. It may or may not be the posterior synaptic membrane, that is the presynaptic membrane, and the postsynaptic membrane may or may not be divided by a synaptic cleft. Now, synaptic cleft is mostly fluid, filled with fluid, but here we are understanding that here it is a most common thing. So there are two chances here. First, it will be connected, so there is no synaptic cleft between the two neurons, and second, it will not be connected, so there will be synaptic cleft in between them. We will know about them in the upcoming bit. Thank you.